What's happening, Guardians? Shall we? Let's get into some Destiny 2 and see what's going on in the update for Tuesday, the 23rd. What day is it now? It's Thursday now. It's just turned over to Thursday. This is a video that's sort of recapping and going over the stuff that happened on Tuesday. So this is for the 22nd of March. We're just loading in, and this is the first one of these videos I'm putting out for Destiny 2. This one's going to be showcasing the weekly resets. So, you know, stuff that happens in the store. I think the Nightfall's getting a reset as well. Seasonal challenges are updating. And what else we got? Banshee weapons, new campaign stuff, Pinnacles, Bright Dust updates, stuff like that. So plenty of fun stuff. I'm going to zoom out just a touch. There we go. As I've mentioned previously, we are looking at a Warlock on this season. Let's get that in the right place. In the right place. Stop. Bloody stop it. Okay. I don't really know how we're going to start this and go around, you know, all the different places and see what's going on. So we probably should be starting off at the tower, I would imagine. So we'll launch into the tower. Let's make sure our audio's looking good. Let's push that to 50%. I think Destiny's quite a loud game anyway, so there you are. So, yeah, for those who are slow on the uptake, or you're new to the game, I'm quite slow on the uptake as well, so, you know, it is what it is. I've started the Witch Queen campaign a little bit late, to be honest. But we managed to get the campaign done. We're just going to head to the tower now and see what's going on. Okay, so you need to hit light level 1500, so your power level, even with the artifact or not. Either way, if you've got it or not, the artifact is here. Yeah, if you don't have the artifact, then you know you're going to have to push up a little bit higher level-wise. But you need power level 1500. And that essentially comes down to all your gear levels, and it's a mean average, okay? So we're at 1512. I'm not really sure how the hell we're at 1512. Oh, of course, because all of our gear added together, divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, sorry, and then added on with the bonus plus 7. So that's how we've got 1512 at the moment. So we're on actually 1505. So if you don't have the season, you might still be a little bit low on that one, but keep going. Get to your 1500 is what you need. At that point, what you'll do is you'll open up some Pinnacles. So you get your destinations and you'll see Pinnacles dotted about the map. You get the ones that I'm focused on so far. There might be more, but the ones that I've focused on are the Vanguard Pinnacles. So as you see here, it says challenges weekly complete Vanguard playlist using the same subclass element as the currently active elemental burn. That's the important part for that one. So if you go to select the Vanguard, you'll see bottom left, the current burn is Arc Singe. So if you don't have a character that gets Arc Singe as a subclass, subclasses are here, then you won't get a Pinnacle for doing Vanguard shit. Okay, we've got Void. That's the only one we've got at the moment, so we can only get Pinnacles when we've got Void. So that tells us that this week, if we want to get that, we need to get Arc subclass, which is here. And to get that, you need Riding the Storm quest completed. So you speak to Ikora Ray at the tower to unlock this power. If you're a Warlock, it may differ if you're a different character class. Right, so just bear that in mind. If you got to level 1500, I'm on a secondary character. I'm pushing through the Warlock this season just to see what the benefits are, what the character classes are, what we can do with it, because I've never really played as a Warlock before. So it's good to see what's knocking about with that one. Right, back to our destinations anyway. So you've got Pinnacles there. We've done the Gambit Pinnacles already, but again, that's complete 3 Gambit matches. We did that this morning / last night. There's also 3 for Crucible, and it's Control typically. Complete matches in any Crucible playlist. 3 of those will get you a Pinnacle, and there's also one for the Vault of Glass. Oh no, it's not Pinnacle, it's Powerful. But there are other, you know, I call them lemon slicers, knocking about the place, where you can get, you know, those Pinnacles. I don't know where the Pinnacle is. Up here in the helm, not sure, but there is apparently one there somewhere. Tower, there's some as well, and there's some in the Dares of Eternity. You can get a pinnacle if you get over 250k score. I want to run through from that. If you just go with a higher difficulty than normal, you will probably get it. If you go on legendary, you'll probably get it, but it will be quite challenging, so bear that in mind. Full team and so on, you'll be okay. As you can see, they're dotted about the place. There's one down in the Cosmodrome. Don't know what it is. Haven't really looked into it that much, to be honest. What we got? The Grasp of Avarice. You get pinnacle gear for that if you complete that dungeon. However, that's going to be a tough one because that comes in a legendary or hero. Legend shouldn't be too bad, but matchmaking switched off, so you need to go in there with a team. I've not done that yet, so I haven't managed to pick that up. Right, so they are essentially a pinnacle. What is a pinnacle? That's a bloody good question, and I'm glad you asked, you rookie, because I'm also a rookie, so I'll explain it to you. What happens is, when you get to level 1500, you start at level 1350, right, on this season. When you get to level 1500, you have to get pinnacle gear to level up your gear. So everything you'll obtain will be your level. So it becomes a lot harder to level your character. So let's say the Ace of Spades, for example, is 1500. See how the difference isn't much? 1500, bad juju. 1502, that may have been a pinnacle at one point. 1500, horror story. 1499. So it's a gradual, they basically slow down the leveling system for light. When you hit the soft cap, which is 1500, then you need your pinnacles. And a pinnacle basically means it's guaranteed to be your light level or above. All right, you can be, obviously you can be screwed over and get a pinnacle that's your level and you'll be like, oh, damn it. And that's not great. But typically you want to get, or you want to, well, it's complete RNG. So you want to hope for pinnacles that improves your build, light level wise, and then equip those. Right, or infuse them. If you want to infuse them, you go to your weapon like this, and then this is a really bad example. Let's go to this one, and then under this little square here, you can infuse it with a different weapon. You can pull the level up if you want to, but do remember that it will destroy the weapon you are using to infuse. All right. So if I was to do it with this red back, the red back would be gone. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Right. Anyway. That's a little recap of what the hell this game is about. Obviously, if you've got any questions, throw them in the comments below. We'll talk about it. Because if I don't know about it, I'll learn about it. And if you don't know about it, I'll try and tell you about it. So we all learn eventually anyway. So there you are. We're going to start off with the Eververse Shop. Because the update's on Tuesday, so let's see what's knocking about in the store. This is your base page, so landing page, splash screen, whatever you want to call it. Let's take a look. The sleek set is available. The whole set is available for silver, and it comes with the spear vehicle. Very smooth looking vehicle, that. Whether it looks good or whether it looks like a sex toy, it's completely up to you. The needle weapon. Wow, that's got gaps in it. That is a really cool looking spaceship.
Looking for something in particular?
You can change the colour of it if you do wish to, you know. And the egg shell. Pretty basic in terms of things, you know. But maybe that's what you're after. What else we got? We've got the molten weapon ornament for the dead messenger. That looks really cool. But did I read that it's a grenade launcher? Yeah. I don't really use grenade launchers myself. Prometheus OSP. This is awesome. Looks like something that NASA would do. In terms of ships, you can obviously change the color again and make it a bit weirder if you do want to. The bushwhacker shell, just a ghost shell with a bit of a bag on the back, satchel on the back, and a visor. You've got the courtyard celebration emote for 500. I think that's still silver. Yeah, synthweave templates are available as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, that is for silver. And another emote.
No hurry, Guardian.
Gosh dang drinkers. Alright, cool. People will drink, eh? For those people who don't want to spend silver, you have the Bright Dust section. You've got the concentrated matter gem, which I believe is a material. You've got a glimmer shard, scavenger's boon. Canopus trireme. Probably butchered that name, but look at that little fella. Got balls on it. It's bright orange for some reason. So switch up the color a little bit. There we go. That's a sparrow. You've got the Constellation Tracer, which is a really nice looking ship. That's coming in at 2,000 bright dust. The vehicle's coming in at 2,500. And then you've got a couple of entrances, transmat effects as well. There you go. You've got Lucid Shader for 300. So color shader for your characters. You can apply this to individual parts, or you can apply it to the whole. And moving down to Bright Dust itself, this stuff is all available for Bright Dust as well. For 3,250, you can get Spring Showers, which is a bit too sad, really, for me. I'm looking forward to spring, to be fair. You can get Tada for 400 Bright Dust. I'm a little bit confused by that one, because I'm pretty sure I saw that in the store for more than 400 Bright Dust not so long ago, but maybe not. For 2850, you can get the Off-Road Shell. Looks like a 4x4 companion. There you go, couple of fuel. I mean, to be fair, those fuel canisters are only going to go up in price. It's a real world joke because the price of fuel is a joke. The Terran Sidecar. This looks amazing, by the way. Toss your guns in the cooler. You'll get there when you get there. Reminds me of Ed Hunter from Carmageddon 1. Reference. Elect of the Empty Bond Warlock Universal Ornament for 1,200. Obviously, this only applies for the Warlock. You probably have similar if you're on a different class. The Junker. I'm guessing it's Junker. The Galahorn Universal Ornament. For those who have the Galahorn, of course. And the Stasis Projection for your Ghost. What else we got? We've got some flare. We've got some shaders. Let's have a look. Metropolitan Acoustics. Get some green vibes on there. You've got Byzantium Lotus. Apologies if I say any of these wrong because they're ridiculous names. Copper Brand. Trinity. Okay, they're very straightforward names after I've said that, but yeah, never mind. Oh, there we go. Plesiohedral State. So that's a transmat. Not too bad. Harpy's Cry. And Siva Emergence. There you go. That's pretty much just all round up, I think. We've got some consumables on the bottom as well. So there you are. There's Eververse sorted. Let's take a look at, I believe, we can go over and see what Banshee's got today. Yeah, Banshee weapons. Let's have a look. Oh, today, this week, this week I think is. Let's have a look, Banshee. What you got? So standard sort of stuff, bounties and some mods. Let's have a look at the mods. We've got boss spec. Increased damage against bosses and vehicles for 10,000 glimmer. Counterbalance stock for your weapons. Reduced recoil deviation for the weapon. Another one for 10k. These are all for 10k as far as I'm aware. Radar tuner. Radar immediately returns when you stop aiming down sights. And increases magazine with backup mag. Moving on to the weapons. You've got the spoiler alert with lightweight frame, under pressure, and swashbuckler. Persis D with high impact frame, perpetual motion, Vorpal, and hacker breach armaments, which obviously does more damage against vehicles, if I'm not mistaken. Vorpal on the scout rifle. That might be your thing. I don't know. Always look out for Vorpal. Annual skate, adaptive frame with triple tap and dragonfly. So I believe Dragonfly is pretty nice. Is it precision kills? Create an elemental damage explosion, so that could be quite nice. It would be nicer if you can get it on an automatic rifle. But yeah, okay, moving on. You've got the pulse rifle, the Ogma PR6 with lightweight frame, heating up wellspring, and Omolon fluid dynamics. I don't know what any of them are. Pretty sure wellspring's pretty nice. Kills with this weapon generate ability. Okay, nice. And it's divided between your uncharged abilities. That is quite nice. Omolon fluid increases your reload speed and stability for the top half of the magazine. Okie dokie. You've got the Typhon GL5 grenade launcher with Demolitionist, Frenzy, and Omolon fluid dynamics as well. Demolitionist's pretty nice. Kills with this weapon generate grenade ability. Activating your grenade ability reloads this weapon from reserves. Good for your grenade builds, I suppose. And you've got Eternity's Edge with Vortex Frame, Infinite Guard, Tireless Blade, and Assassin's Blade. I don't know what people's stance is on the swords nowadays, because obviously you've got the glaive in the game now as well, and a lot of the artifact stuff is based on the glaive. So I don't know what people think about the swords, but that's a nice looking sword anyway. So there you go, there's Banshee's update for, I believe, the week. I think it's a weekly update. What's MasterRahul got? I guess he's got the enhancement prisms and stuff. Let's see what we get. An Umbral, we got Ego Talon 4, and we got Prime Philomath boots. Let's take a look at those. So, not really going to do us any good. We're using Chromatic Fire at the moment. We picked up last week. I'm not that impressed with it, but I don't really have anything better at the moment that I see in my stash and so on. So, just seeing what we can do. We'll probably just infuse that with that rather than switch everything over, because yeah, it's the logical thing to do. Rahul, what have you got? You've got enhancement prisms. You don't have that many of them each week, so make sure you get them if you are after them. Enhancement cores, alrighty. Cool beans. Right, I'm just looking, there's a list underneath here. Weekly reset, store update we've done. Bright updates that we've had a look at. Banshee weapons we've had a look at. New campaign stuff and Pinnacles. We've had a look at the Pinnacle stuff. Nightfall Reset. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so for your Nightfall, you are looking at... Sorry about that, missed that. Cosmodrome. Challenge yourself with the highest difficulty strike to get the best rewards. Fire team 1 to 3. Cooperative. Recommended power is 1480. If you get a Nightfall higher than 100,000, you get Pinnacle. And what have we got for this? So we've got Hot Knife, which means Shanks now have solar shields, and Acute Arc Burn, which is 25% extra arc damage dealt and 50% extra arc damage received. So it's a bit more hardcore for the arc burners. Shouldn't be too shabby, really. Get a team of 3. Should have at it. Grandmaster Nightfall opens April 5th. Okay, so we've got, what, 2 weeks out from that? Not too bad. Maybe you can get up to the level. Maybe I can get up to the level at that point and go through some of those. So that's the Nightfall. Seasonal challenges, I believe, are available through the store? Possibly? Quests? Ah, here it is. So we are on to week 5, and these are your weekly challenges. They don't disappear until the end of the season, so you've got more time to get through them. Well, here we go. Complete Psyops Battlegrounds EDZ on Legend difficulty, accessed via the Helm. You've got Defeat Light Hoarders in Psyops Battleground EDZ. Complete the Vox Obscura Exotic quest. Acquire the Reckless Endangerment Seasonal Weapon. Defeat Guardians, bonus progress granted for defeating opponents with void abilities, so that's just void attacks. And besting the worst, you've got defeat Hive and Scorn bosses in Strikes All Vanguards. They're not too bad, and there's only 6 of them. A lot of it's EDZ based on the old Psyops though, so it is up to you. Look at, like I say, we're not really progressing that fast through the previous. We're giving it a go though, so it is what it is. Show and tell, basically this week, what I've been doing at the end of Tuesday's videos. I say Tuesdays, it's coming out on Wednesday evening. I want to tell you what I've been up to in game. Typically this week I have been... what have I been doing? Finally getting my Pinnacles. I finally hit level 1500, so I started to get my Pinnacles last week. I've also got the Gambit ones this week. I'll be doing a bit of Crucible and the Vanguard's sort of strikes, I think now. Moving forward this week. These little fellas. The Vanguard Ops playlists. I'll be doing some of those just to get the Pinnacles. So, yeah, essentially I'll be doing some of that. In the last week or so, I've been grinding away at the campaign. So Savathun's Throne World, just so we can get to the level where we can start getting Pinnacles from things. Because I don't really want to play PvPvE or PvP without, the chance of obtaining those Pinnacles. I need to do some more Eternity stuff as well. And I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that I need to do in Savathun's Throne World, like collect little moths or whatever it is. So there you go. So that's what I'm doing this week. Been working on the top. I'd say these 3 at the top, and yeah, saving up my bright dust for future stuff. Chipping away at some of those campaign challenges and so on. Let us know what you're up to this week in the comments below. But from me, Blackwell, to you, take care of yourselves. Peace and love to you out in yours, in space. Out in yours? Peace and love to you and yours, out in space. Take care. Right, I'm going to go and play some Crucible. Wish me luck. See you soon.